there was a word that you used right at the beginning of this conversation, and you started to say it, and then you kind of backed away from it, but it's been sort of rolling around in my head since you said it, and that was the word responsibility. I don't know what you were going to say, but what I think you were meaning when that word popped up was that human beings have a responsibility to be themselves. And not to misunderstand, it's not a responsibility to do certain things with what they've been given. That's too rigid. But in what they've been given, their responsibility is not to be their teacher. Their responsibility is not to be someone other than who and what they are. Is that their only responsibility, maybe, of a human being is just to be exactly who they are. But that's, oh man, even saying that, it sounds like kind of the modern age cliche of just be who you just be you,
Oh.
which there's, I think there's more to it. Like what we're trying to describe is more than just that, because we're talking about the fullness, the full expression of a human being through a vessel like a martial art or music or cooking or something else. And would you say that that would is a person's, like, maybe sole responsibility? I don't know, that seems too exclusivist, but just want your take on it.
So there's two bits to this. There was where I was going when that word came up for me, and then there's this thing that you're saying now,
Okay.
which I think can loop together. And so what you're saying now is like this being yourself, that's our responsibility to be ourselves, and that's it, right? And yes, this is true. It's like only we can be ourselves. That's that's our role. That's our responsibility. Where I would add to this is like, okay, but what does it mean to be you? To me, being yourself includes expressing and sometimes representing and contributing to the things that you're a part of. So it's like being yourself doesn't mean that you're separate from things. It's like, so through you, all of this can be expressed. And so then that's where the word responsibility came up in the beginning, because it's like where I was going with it was you're handed something, whether by happenstance or through effort, whatever the case. There's a responsibility when you receive these things. And this is where the reason why I stopped myself is because this can go down this path of like duty, and that's not what I'm, it's kind of what I'm where I'm getting at, but like it's I don't know how to say these things. So then that's why I stopped myself. You know, there is a responsibility back to the things that enabled you to be you. One way to look at this is look at your parents. Do you have a responsibility to them, or did they serve their role and you don't need them anymore?
Hmm.
Right? You can take care of yourself, right? You can stand on your own. You have your own house, all this kind of whatever. All the things that they provided for you, you now can do for yourself. Does that mean that you can put them aside and now it's just a matter of gratitude and then that's it? Or is there more to it? Because they enable you to be you. And so to layer a word on top of responsibility, I would use the word reverence, right? Because through this thing, you're able to know yourself, be yourself, share yourself. And so that becomes something very sacred on a personal level. And then as a result, when something becomes that to you, there's yeah, responsibility to these things. And this is where it gets messy because it's like, I'm not trying to paint a picture like something is outside of you. This is like, this is still part of you.